So I bought her fiancé's company the next morning. My name is Gloria Jean Carter, 69 years young, widow of 31 years, and until last Friday night, I thought the worst thing that could ever happen to me was burying my husband Raymond in 1994. I was wrong. The worst thing was watching my only child, my daughter Vanessa, stand silently while her fiancé told me, in front of 200 Silicon Valley elites, that I belonged in the kitchen with the help. Welcome to Gloria's porch. If you're new here, pull up a rocker and pour yourself something strong. This one's a ride. Friday, October 17th, Atherton, California. The engagement party was held at the new Glasshouse estate, 22,000 square feet of marble, glass, and money that smelled like it had never been touched by human hands. I took the 6:15 Caltrain from Burlingame wearing the navy dress I bought for Raymond's retirement party that never happened. I even wore the pearl earrings Vanessa gave me for my 60th, the ones she said made me look timeless. Vanessa met me at the door with air kisses that never landed. Mom, perfect timing. Could you maybe help the caterers in the back? Some of the trays are heavy and they're short-staffed. Her fiancé, Ethan Caldwell, 38, Stanford dropout turned visionary CEO of Aurora Mind AI, slipped an arm around her waist and laughed like she told the cutest joke. Gloria babe, he said loud enough for the circle of venture capitalists to hear, we love you, but this crowd is next level. You'd be more comfortable with the staff. No offense, some people just vibrate at different frequencies. 200 heads swiveled. Phones came out. Someone whispered content. I felt the pearls burn against my neck like they'd turned to coal. Vanessa wouldn't meet my eyes. She just smoothed the skirt of her $18,000 Reem Acre gown and murmured, "It's only for tonight, Mom. Please don't make a scene." So I did what any self-respecting black woman from East Palo Alto does when she's told her place. I smiled, said of course baby, and walked straight through the service corridor, past the ice sculptures, past the sommelier pouring 1996 Krug like tap water, and out the back door into the cool October night. I left my coat. I left my dignity on that marble floor. But I did not leave my phone. Saturday, October 18th, 4:17 a.m. I was sitting at my little Formica kitchen table in the same Burlingame cottage Raymond and I bought in 1978 when the phone rang. Private number. Mrs. Gloria Jean Carter? A man's voice, crisp East Coast law firm polish. This is Harrison Whitmore III of Whitmore, Lee and Associates, Manhattan. I'm terribly sorry for the hour, but we've been trying to reach you for 6 weeks. I almost hung up. I thought it was a scam. Ma'am, are you alone? May I speak freely? I laughed, a sound like dry leaves. Son, I'm more alone than the last pea in the pod. Talk. He took a breath that crackled across 3,000 miles. Gloria, our client Mr. Malcolm Xavier Reynolds passed away peacefully in his sleep on September 2nd. Malcolm was the founder and silent owner of 52% of Aurora Mind AI, among other holdings totaling approximately $4.8 billion. His last will and testament, executed in July of this year, leaves the entirety of his estate to one person, you. The room tilted.
Malcolm Xavier Reynolds.
Little Mal from 41st Street who used to walk me home from the library because the streetlights were broken. The boy who swore one day he'd build something so big the world would never look down on us again. The man I hadn't seen since 1973 when he vanished with nothing but a duffel bag and a promise to write. He never wrote. He just got rich. Quiet rich. Invisible rich. And then he died and mailed it all to me with a note in his own handwriting. Gloria Jean, you raised a queen. Now remind them who raised queens. All of it is yours. Use it loud. Mal. Saturday, 9 a.m., emergency board meeting, Zoom. Ethan had called it himself, panicked because the company's cap table had glitched overnight. 47 terrified faces stared at their screens when I accepted the invite from a number they didn't recognize. I appeared in the little Brady Bunch square wearing the same navy dress from the night before, pearls gleaming like I'd slept in them. Ethan tried to mute me. He couldn't. Good morning, y'all, I said, sweet as iced tea. For those who don't know me, I'm Gloria Jean Carter, the new majority shareholder of Aurora Mind AI. As of 8:47 a.m. Pacific, I own 52% of this company, voting and non-voting shares combined. That means I own the board. I own the roadmap. And I own Ethan's corner office with the Herman Miller chair he bragged cost more than my house. Dead silence. I watched Ethan's face cycle through every shade of white known to man. First order of business, I continued, clicking a button Harrison had showed me 5 minutes earlier. Ethan Caldwell, you are hereby terminated for cause, effective immediately. Security will escort you from the campus within the hour. Please leave the Tesla key fob on the desk. The car belongs to the company. His square went black. Someone had finally managed to kick him. Second order, I smiled at the remaining executives. Vanessa Carter, my daughter, is hereby appointed unpaid intern reporting directly to facilities. She'll start Monday learning how to properly set up folding tables for company events. She needs the practice. I ended the call before anyone found their voice. Monday, October 20th, Aurora Mind Campus, Mountain View. I arrived in a dove gray Rolls-Royce Phantom Mal had apparently kept in storage for me since 2019. Harrison walked beside me in a $6,000 suit looking like Black James Bond. Reporters were already camped at the gate. Vanessa was waiting in the lobby wearing the same expression she had at 8 years old when I caught her sneaking cookies before dinner. Only now the cookies were her entire future. "Mama," she whispered, eyes red, "please. Everyone's watching." I stopped in front of her, lifted her chin the way I did when she was 5. "Baby girl, last Friday you watched while a man told your mother she belonged with the help. Today the world is watching while I remind you where you came from." I didn't raise my voice. I never had to. The next 6 months. I didn't sell the company. I transformed it. The sprawling 42-acre campus with its nap pods and sushi chefs? Converted 60% into Gloria's village, 312 fully furnished apartments for single mothers and their children. Rent? Zero. The on-site daycare that used to cost employees $3,800 a month? Now free, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., with STEM classes taught by the same engineers who once valued stock options over humanity. The executive cafeteria? Community kitchen where residents learn to cook restaurant-grade meals and interview for chef jobs downtown. Ethan's old office. My new desk faces a wall of photographs. Mal and me at 16, Raymond in his army uniform, Vanessa's first-grade picture with the gap-toothed smile. Vanessa works 40 hours a week mopping floors, stocking diapers, and sitting with teenage moms who remind her way too much of who she used to be. Some nights she falls asleep on my couch crying into the same pillow she had at 12. I let her. Tears are fertilizer. 1 year later, ribbon-cutting day. 500 people gathered on the lawn that used to be a putting green for overpaid brothers. The mayor handed me oversized scissors. Cameras flashed. I stepped to the microphone in a custom mustard yellow suit Mal always said was my color. "I was told once," I began, "that a woman like me didn't belong at certain tables. Today I own the table, the chairs, the building, and the whole damn banquet hall." Laughter rippled through the crowd. But tables are for sharing. So effective today, Aurora Mind AI is now the Gloria Jean Carter Foundation. We will continue building tools that make the world smarter, only now those tools will be in the hands of mothers who were told they don't belong anywhere except the kitchen. I looked straight at Vanessa standing in the back row in her Gloria's Village polo shirt, holding a beautiful 6-month-old baby girl whose mama just graduated nursing school. "This one's for every woman who was ever made to feel small," I said. "And for every little girl watching her mama rise." The ribbon fell. The applause thundered. Vanessa met my eyes across the crowd and did something she hadn't done since she was 7. She ran to me, threw her arms around my neck, and whispered, "I'm sorry, Mama. And thank you for reminding me who raised a queen." I held my daughter tight while the cameras flashed and the future opened wide in front of us. Mal was right. Some legacies aren't built with code or capital. Some are built with love loud enough to buy a whole company just to teach it how to be human again. This is Gloria Jean Carter, former caterer's helper, current majority shareholder of Second Chances, and forever the woman who raised a queen. Clear skies, full tables, and brand new beginnings. Gloria out.